It sounds like a cross between a Dan Brown novel and a Gloria Steinem manifesto, The Gospel of Jesus' Wife. If it sounds familiar, you might recall about 18 months ago, a prominent divinity school researcher at Harvard, Karen King, said that she had discovered a fragment of papyrus that appeared to date from just a few centuries after the birth of Christ. And in it, there appeared to be the first documentation of claims that Jesus might have a wife. Well, now, after considerable testing that was undertaken, because there were those in the academic community who thought this might all be an episode of forgery, well, tests have emerged that are suggesting, in fact, this might be the real deal. A number of scientific tests that were undertaken suggest that the patch of papyrus dates perhaps from about 800 AD and that it originated in Egypt. And also analyses of the ink suggest that its composition would be consistent with ink in that period. Now, all of this is not to say that in the world of theologic research that there's belief that Jesus, in fact, may have had a wife. King, the Harvard researcher, has never maintained that. In fact, she says it's a provocative document that instead suggests that people in the early Christian church may have been fascinated with issues of celibacy, whether priests should marry, and the role of women in the early Christian church. Some of the same issues that are still very much hanging fire in the Christian church today. Now, certainly there remain some naysayers out there who insist still that this is a forgery. So this discussion and the mystery of this patch of papyrus are sure to go on, but with this latest batch of research, a further provocative suggestion that, in fact, there was a piece of papyrus written that talks about Jesus' wife. For the Boston Globe, I'm Stephen Smith.